in Morehouse Parish after the sheriff's office says a man killed a woman, drove to another parish, and killed himself.
Well, Cassandra Merritt has been following this story for us tonight. Cassandra, what happened?
Well, Chris and Jennifer, the family of the victim is heartbroken. They say they never thought anything like this would happen.
Wow, I'm kind of like at a loss of words.
Todd Leonard says he can't believe what happened to his baby sister, Deborah Harrison. Deputies found the 27-year-old dead in her home at around 8 this morning.
We have investigators from the Morehouse Sheriff's Office and Washita crime scene units on the scene. We're processing the scene, being treated as a homicide.
And they say Antonio Moore did it. He was found dead in a car on the side of the road in Bienville Parish. The sheriff's office says he killed himself. Investigators say the victim and the suspect were in a relationship and they may have fought last night.
Talking to neighbors, they've heard some arguing that may have occurred last night.
Family members say she was pregnant with his child. The victim also had 3 more children.
She had 3 beautiful kids who's also is dealing with a lot.
Sheriff Tubbs says the children were home when it happened and ran to neighbors for help.
A child or 2 present this morning, so they're being interviewed at this time.
Neighbors say they didn't expect something like this.
The situation over there has been totally quiet ever since I've been over here October last year. I just didn't expect anything like that to happen.
Leonard says none of the signs were there.
A couple of times that he was around, he's never come across as any type of psychopath that would, do something like this.
And they have a message for people in a similar situation.
My advice to be anyone, if you are experiencing anything like this, it's best to get away.
Now, investigators still don't know the cause of death. The sheriff's office says the body has been taken to Arkansas for an autopsy.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video comes out the dirty South, the dirty third. Louisiana, yes, Louisiana. And when we get stories out of Louisiana like I did the one 2 weeks ago about the Shreveport killing on Facebook, where you have this guy Tough Face Johnson went and killed this woman basically for exposing the fact that they were still messing around. And a lot of people in the comment section found that he had the right to go kill this woman because of basically, talking too much, exposing their business. And I don't see how you have the right to kill somebody over words, when if that's the case, all of us will be dead because all of us say shit, you feel me? But anyway, so we have another story out of Louisiana. Yes, about 2 weeks later after that. But we have coming out of Morehouse Parish, that's Bastrop area, Bastrop, Louisiana, for those who are familiar with that area. Well, a pregnant woman, 27 years old, Miss Deborah Harrison, was killed by a 21-year-old Antonio Moore, basically over a domestic dispute. And it's been said, from what I've been hearing about people who I know, was saying that it's been like a ongoing thing, that they had problems in their relationship, always arguing or whatnot. And what provoked this man to kill this woman early in the morning, and her kids found her dead and said, Mama won't wake up. So the kids went to the neighbors, trying to get the neighbors help, and that's when they went and discovered that she was dead, and they called the police. And the guy, Antonio Moore, went on a run, so they was looking for him, had him all over, news flashes everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere you can see it. All in California, Texas, whatever, Florida, they had his name out there bad, like they really wanted this guy. And they found this guy close to 2.5, 3 hours later in Bienville Parish, like Arcadia area. Let me backtrack. Actually, he got pulled over for speeding, but the police that pulled him over did not know that he was the murder suspect. Accused of killing this woman from Bastrop. So he hauls ass and goes towards Shreveport area. I don't know if he was going to Shreveport. I don't know if he was going whichever way, but he had got pulled over for speeding. So he thinking that the cop knows that he had committed this murder, and then he ultimately put the guns to his head, blows his own head off. Shoots himself, kills himself. So I'm gonna read a snippet from this story, and I'm gonna give my opinion, surely, as we go. Family, neighbors react to pregnant mom's death in Morehouse Parish. She was pregnant, also had 3 children, and she was pregnant with the 4th one. Now, a murder investigation is underway in Morehouse Parish after the sheriff's office says a man killed a mother of 3, then drove to another parish and killed himself. The family of the victim says the mother was also pregnant, and they are heartbroken. They say they never thought anything like this would happen. And who would? And my condolences, my deepest apologies, even though I had nothing to do with it, of course, but still though, my apologies, my condolences goes out to that family, because until you had somebody murdered, I had a few people close to me murdered, by senseless violence, just ignorant stuff. So I know the feeling, and until you really had somebody close to you, you know what I'm saying, that got killed like that, you just don't know the pain. But I can understand and I sympathize with their pain today. Now, wow, I'm kind of like at a loss for words, said the victim's brother, Todd Leonard. Leonard says he can't believe what happened to his baby sister, Deborah Harrison. Deputies found a 27-year-old dead in her home at around 8 Monday morning. We have investigators from the Morehouse Parish Sheriff's Office in Ouachita crime scene unit on the scene. We are processing the scene being treated as a homicide, Morehouse Parish Sheriff Mike Tubbs said. Investigators believe Antonio Moore killed her. He was found dead in a car on the side of the road in Bienville Parish. The sheriff's office says he killed himself. Investigators say the victim and the suspect were in a relationship and they may have fought Sunday night. That's what I'm thinking most likely happened, because why else would he flee? And if he didn't do it, why didn't you notify the cops or the proper authorities that you found this woman dead? That who you was involved with, and it also was pregnant by you also. So it made him seem pretty much guilty. It made him seem like he was the one. And from what I think and from what I gather and what I have heard from people that stay there, says that he was the one that did it. And that's why he took his own life. Because if you're innocent, the last thing you're going to do is want to shoot your own self in the head. That don't make no sense. Let's continue. Talking to neighbors, they heard some arguing, said Mike Tubbs, the sheriff. Family members says she was pregnant with his child. The victim also had 3 more children. She had 3 beautiful kids who also are dealing with a lot, said Leonard. Sheriff Tubbs says the children were home when it happened and ran to neighbors for help. Smart kids to go run to neighbors for help. A child or 2 present this morning, said Tubbs, so they are being interviewed at this time. Neighbors say they didn't expect something like this. Situations over there has been totally quiet ever since I've been over here since October last year, said Bruce Haynes. I just didn't expect anything like that to happen. Leonard says none of the signs was there. And also, let me pause right there. A lot of the times that you will have people and the woman be going through so much domestically with this man, the man threatening her, you say anything, I'll kill you, I'll hurt your children. And the love they used to have for this man or whatnot becomes fear. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these men who's not in love with you and who don't have no genuine love for you, because let me tell you something, if a guy genuinely loves you, he's not going to, number one, put a hand on you. He's not going to even have no gun and raise no gun toward you, whether you're arguing or playing or not, because that's not playing to me. You know what I'm saying? If you love me, why you going to aim a gun at me? I don't care if it's empty or not, because you never know. One day it might be a bullet in there, so don't play like that. But at the same time, love does not supposed to hurt. But when you have people who do these things, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't go unreported until the person end up dead. Just like the neighbors said, they heard arguing a few times over there. That's exactly what they said. So that lets you know when her people come around, like her brother, whoever, the guy's straightened up. And I'm not saying that's what he done, but that's what most guys do, especially if they don't want no static with the family. You feel me? They're going to respect you. And notice the stories I have done on my channel, where the woman who didn't have any brothers, or if she was by herself, if she was cast out, outcast from her family, those are the one that gets done the worst, because the guys know that you don't have nobody to go to for help or any kind of sympathy. They're just like a guy running with a group of other guys and he got reputation. Nobody's not going to too much mess with him unless they want to die or have some beef. Whereas if that same person with them group of guys had another person he was trying to do better with another clique of his own, guess what's going to happen? He's not gonna step out of line, because he knows the consequences. So evidently, you feel me, he knew the consequences. Now I don't know what took place that night, Sunday night, what made her wind up dead, but it's very ironic that he just up and haul ass. Like, what was the reason for? This woman had children, had a whole family. If you're not gonna be with her, just let her go. I don't understand that concept. But let's continue. Now the couple times he was around, he just never came across as any type of psychopath that would do something like this, Leonard said. And Leonard is her brother. And they have a message for people in a similar situation. My advice to anyone to be anyone, if you are experiencing anything like this, it's best to get away, said Leonard. That's just how he stated. Now, investigators still don't know the cause of death. The sheriff's office said the body is being taken to Arkansas for an autopsy. That's a very sad situation, and my heart goes out to those children also, because it's nothing like having your mom murdered and you having to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Foster home, group homes, probably on the street, jails, institutions, because that mess up a lot of children's lives right there. It's hard enough in this world with two parents, and then imagine losing your mom also, and then knowing that she was pregnant for the older child who went and got the help. So you do not think that child knew that her mom was pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real here. It's just a sad situation. And my thing is this right here, like I always say on this channel, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Don't keep letting people walk over you, because I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna walk over you one time, they're gonna break your back. They might didn't break it the last 10 times they stepped on you, but trust me, it might be that 111th time when they decide to step on you and they break your back, as in a metaphor for killing you or really injuring you or hurting you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. Let people go. It's not worth all that bickering and fighting. If you find yourself, and you have people like that who think that that's funny, that that's cool, to fight with each other, to hit each other, that's bullshit. That's childish. I don't know one rich person in this world that actually just lives like that and have a successful business and all about something. It just don't work. So my advice is to get somebody compatible with you. Get somebody that will love you and treat you right, because unless you a punching bag and unless your name Everlast or Champion, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be hit on. And that's the name of those punching bags, by the way. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. And like I said, to this woman, Miss Deborah Harris, and to her family also, my deepest condolences go to you all. Only God knows the pain that you feel. But trust me, let this be a lesson to you other women and to you other men also. When it's time to get out those relationships, get out those relationships, because more and more we're hearing about people not leaving these relationships and winding up dead because all the signs on the wall, you know. And if you 27 with 3 children and he's 21 with a child, maybe by you all know how many other kids he got. It didn't state that, so I'm not gonna make up no number on that guy because he's not here to defend himself. But at the same time, if you're 27 with 3 kids already and you got one in the oven, you're pregnant, and he's 21. What can he really do for you? You know, and from what I heard, it's not that many jobs around there anyway for somebody to get up on their feet. You don't really have nothing but what, a chicken farm, a potato farm, or some mess like that. Let me know what you all think about this video also. And like I said, my deepest condolences go to the family. But, you know, let this just be a lesson to you all. When it's time to get out of your relationships, get out. Trust me. Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your friends, male or female, who is going through this type of things and who may just need to hear somebody else, an outsider, say, go on. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Sometimes it takes that for certain people. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. And also, why do you think that he actually fled? Do you think he actually killed the woman? Because me, in my personal opinion, I definitely think it. Because why else would you leave like that and then ultimately take your own life? Because ain't no coming back from that. Y'all stay blessed. Till next time, it's been real. I'm out.